This is a sweet, new, small CJRB knife, but is it too small? All right, Knives Fast channel. This is the CJRB Kain, and this comes from CJRB. Actually, this is a prototype, okay? And it comes through the Lefty Pass Around group through Sever 7. And guys, this is a budget, very budget, $40, okay? Budget version of the Monterey Bay knives, Kain, designed by Sanford Owen. So let's jump right into this now. The reason I decided to give this a full video, even though it's a prototype, is because these are out now in budget versions. There's an aluminum version and two G10 versions out now, either on Amazon or on CJRB website, for $40. 40 bucks. Very cool looking knife for 40 bucks. Now, you're probably already saying, but you just said it might be too small. So guys, here's the thing. That's relative. I was just listening to Big Red EDC's midweek mail call mayhem a little bit ago, live stream, and he had some of the new ones, and he's like, no, it's not too small. But for me, it might be close, and I'm going to explain why. Now, do I mean it's too small this way? Nope, I do not. That's great, okay? Fits my hand. I got 4 fingers. That's not what I mean. What I mean is, you guys know this is a 7-inch knife, and so is this. This is the Tempest Microjet, and you know I prefer that. And now, do you get where I'm going with this? Let me see. Give you a second. Let the brain go. I like a little more handle to hang on to, a little taller. And the reason is that gives me the opportunity, for example, now this is thumb studs, but I'm going to thumb open it, because when you come down to a hole or a thumb stud, you have to choke back, okay? But this knife gives me more handle to do that with. In other words, I have more room to put my hands and get a good grip when I do that. Now, on this one, right off the bat, it's very thin this way. Let's just do this. Let's see if I can do this. At the majority of the handle, it is 0.65. So over half an inch, okay? Quite over half an inch. And at the majority of this handle, this guy is 1.0. Now, this is pretty big, but that's the way I like it. So what I mean by that is, when I'm going... Now, if it were a flipper tab, we're not even having this discussion, okay? Flipper tab right here, little flipper tab, nice low profile flipper tab, and I just go boop, and I got plenty of room to grip it. In this case, I have to sort of choke back, get down here behind the thumb stud, and now literally the only way I can do this is to cling on to the clip. But there's not a lot of handle there for me to cling on to. That's what I mean. Now, is it too small? Nah. Okay, we'll go ahead and spoil the title right off the bat. It's not too small, but I will say, for me, because I would prefer to have a G10 version of this, because that G10 is going to give me more grip. And in this case, I have a thin handle combined with not super slick, but somewhat slick aluminum. And so now I'm literally grabbing to the clip for that, for the ability to flick this. But so I do have a little bit of trouble manipulating this. I've made this same comment with knives like the Vostede Mini Psyop, and others that are really thin and small like this. I just have a difficult time doing that. Now, once you get it in grip, I actually prefer to come up here on this flat and not be down in here. Now, I can get 4 fingers like this, but what I will tell you is, when I'm down here, that clip is really hitting me on the pad of my finger. When I come up like this, I've now come up past that end of that clip, and this feels great. There's no jimping, don't need it. You guys know I say that, just stay off the corner of the blade, and you're good to go. Shoot, I just got a tiny little piece of cardboard sitting here, so give me a second to get a bigger one. Here we go. We're going to cut with this just a little bit. Again, this is a prototype, but holy moly. Now, this is where I look at you and I go, you know, all that stuff I said about too small, forget it. This is a very capable small knife. This is fantastic. Easy to carry, very nice, Indeed. So the answer is it too small? Not really. Once I'm using it, but for deployment, for me, it is a little harder. For you, it might be fine. That's just my opinion. CJRB logo here, black coated blade, ARRPM 9. Now, you know, I don't have any problem with that steel. I know some have, but it doesn't bother me. Sanford Owen design. I love that they went with a small, short clip here. It is deep carry loop over. It is reversible with the clip sitting on the knife and the screws being flat. It is a flat knife, but with good chamfers all the way around. By the way, if you guys remember, I can't remember the name of that knife. You guys know I love Dylan Mallory's knives, but there's is it the I cannot remember the name of that. The Hadros, maybe? Is it the Civivi Hadros? Anyway, there's a Civivi knife, and everybody loved it. But for me, I had the same issue. It's just a little too small in the handle. But would it stop me from getting this? No. You do have a nice access to the lock bar. Very good on bearings, as CJRB always does. Very nice. It is centered. It's close all the way out. It could be just a tiny bit further out. You know, blade to handle doesn't look bad though, but with a little more, maybe it would look even better. There is a tiny bit of side to side. It is a prototype. I don't even care. I did try to tweak on it, and that didn't really seem to make a lot of difference, but let's just try one more time. Why not? We got the T6 driver here. Oh, it's a T8, KC. It's a T8. What are you doing? What are you doing? That is great that it's a T8. That is fantastic. So that's all the way tight. And there was a little bit of room there. Let's see. Are we still centered? Yes, we are. Do we have play? Hey, look at that. It's less. It's still there, but it's less. We're going to leave it right there because it's a pass-around prototype. I'm sure it's fine on the actual production model. It should be. But anyway, really, really good. No up and down whatsoever. Now, these are $40, like I said. It is available. I will leave links down below, both on their Instagram and on their site. It's their Instagram, their Amazon, and their site. It is a 2.95 inch blade with a 0.10 blade thickness, which is why it cuts like a banshee. I mean, this thing is amazing at cutting. 59 to 61 on the ARRPM 9, 6.89 inches overall with a 3.94 inch blade. Again, can get 4 fingers very easily. With 2.19 ounces, so a super easy carry. 2.33 ounces over. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, the aluminum version is 2.33. The G10 is 2.19. Got it. I'm like, what in the world? Why do we have 2 different weights? Again, just really good in the hand. No problems whatsoever. And what I was saying is, look how easy this carries. Very slim, very classy. And again, the G10 versions, I believe there is a blue G10 and a, was it black? Well, they call it gray G10, but it looks blue to me. Whatever, we're not going to argue. And then there's a black on black version. They're all $40. So really, really cool. All right, we'll do our comparisons and wrap this up. This is the Ontario Rat 1, which is way bigger, and the Rat 2, which is actually also just a little bit bigger. That gives you, this is a very small knife. So what do you guys think? Again, it's a prototype, but they are out now. Check them out. I will leave a link down below. CJRB Kain, K-A-N-E. Really, really cool, designed by our friend Sanford Owen at Monterey Bay Knives. Very, very cool, and I like it a lot. Definitely, guys, take my size comment for, watch other videos. I always tell people, watch other videos, see what other people say, base it on your hands versus mine. My opinion is just that. It's an opinion. It works. It definitely works. It's just a little bit of a challenge. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to all, and thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.